bringing you some video out of Houston, Texas, as we're getting new details on the case of Alexis Sharkey, a young Houston influencer. New details on a person of interest, her own husband, who was a part of this investigation. You can see him in that video right there. Tiffany, what are you learning tonight about all of this?
Right, Daytona, a lot of information was released today by HB, the Houston Police Department, revealing today their investigation into the death of Alexis Sharkey was quite extensive, but they couldn't go into deep detail with us about exactly how the homicide happened until the family can be fully briefed about what they just learned and what just happened overnight. HBD saying because Thomas Sharkey, who was Alexis's husband, was being evasive with them, they were very quiet about obtaining an arrest warrant last week. Police reaching out to the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force for assistance locating Thomas, who was found in Fort Myers, Florida, staying with family. They say the arrest warrant was being executed by U.S. Marshals last night around 10 p.m. when they made contact with Thomas. HPD saying he ran upstairs and then took his own life with the gun. Alexis Sharkey was a 26-year-old social media influencer who was found in West Houston last November. The ME's office ruling her death a homicide by strangulation.
Because of the high-profile nature of the case and because Mr. Sharkey had been evasive with us throughout much of our time, we went very quietly about obtaining the arrest warrant, but the intent was, once he was arrested, to formally charge him in Harris County with her murder. We have clear evidence that Mr. Sharkey acted alone. The family of Mr. Sharkey did not know that he was wanted in the case at the time, as we were able to keep the warrant secret. Mr. Sharkey also did not know that he was wanted until last night.
Now, at this time, HPD is saying that no one else is suspected in this case and no one else is under investigation. Daytona?
Yeah, Tiffany, a couple questions for you. Why did it take so long for this detail to come out? I know that immediately when we heard about this case, there were questions about Thomas because he wasn't speaking at all.
Right, and that was a question asked during today's presser to HPD. And HPD simply said that this was an extensive investigation on their part and that they had to work very slowly. They were working, trying to grab DNA from Thomas at one point. They came up with a meeting time, a meeting place. Thomas was living in Georgia at the time, and he flaked out on them, didn't show up. And so they continued to investigate and build their case against Thomas. And just today, well, actually yesterday, last night at 10 p.m., U.S. Marshals were knocking on that door in Fort Myers where his family members live, and he took his own life.
Yeah. We're also learning more about their relationship, right? They were separated, about to get a divorce. Do we know any more about them two together as a couple?
Right. We're hearing it wasn't a good relationship. There was some domestic violence involved at the time. The two were separated and working to get a divorce, but that was not finalized when this all happened.